Yes, let's give diversity a big hug.
Greetings, my name is Justin Jones-Fosu.
Hi, Justin. I'm Scribe.
I am a leadership speaker who focuses on employee performance and engagement.
Well, I am a YouTuber shitlord, so that must mean you're about to say some very interesting things. So, by all means, do go on.
And some of my research dives into what I call embracing everyday diversity. And right now, I think is a great time for us to figure out how do we actually practically embrace everyday diversity. So I want to share a little bit of my research with you.
I wonder what makes now such a good time to discuss this. Because, trust me, Justin, it has been discussed quite a bit before now.
I want to do it in what I call 5 by 5. That means I'm going to give you 5 videos in 5 minutes or less that will help to illustrate how we can better love ourselves, see each other as human beings, as well as being able to engage society in a way that maybe we didn't understand before.
So wait, you think I don't love myself? That I don't see other people as human beings? Well, that's news to me. I guess I'll go all reverse Freudian on you. So tell me why it is you don't love yourself. And if not human beings, what do you see other people as? Ants?
And it really comes down to starting off from a simple place. Like when you think or hear the word diversity, what automatically comes to mind for you?
Social justice, racism, equality of outcome rather than equality of opportunity. Essentially valuing someone based on what they are, rather than who they are, or what skills they possess. That kind of thing.
If you're like most people in my audiences, it comes down to race, or ethnicity, or religion, or country of origin, or language, or gender, or sexuality, or socioeconomic status.
Well, yeah, you pretty much hit it right on the head.
And a lot of different other things, like ability, right?
Ability? the last offhand thing you mention. No, Justin. Ability would be an indicator of merit, not diversity. I love the way you slip that in there as almost an afterthought. Do tell me more.
But what I begin to see is that there are some issues that were being addressed. And what people began to do, as a person who's worked in corporate America and helping implement diversity, is that we leapfrog to the micro areas. We leapfrog to race, ethnicity, sexuality, gender, all these things, which are very good things, right, to think about in the process. But what we missed is that we missed something so foundationally fundamental, is that while we leapfrog to the micro, we miss the macro. And is diversity at its simplest form. It's not necessarily race or sexuality or gender or religion or socioeconomic status or ability.
Oh, well, you've surprised me, Justin. You're absolutely right. Diversity as a current practice does focus on irrelevant things. So you're going to tell us what really matters is merit, right?
Diversity at its simplest form is simply just difference.
What? But everyone is different, Justin.
That's the macro. Think about it. Could you look similar to someone else, come from the exact same place, and still be different?
Well, ask any set of twins, Justin. Is this supposed to be some major breakthrough in social understanding? Because I learned this lesson from Grover and Kermit.
Absolutely. But what we begin to miss is that if we can never get this difference here, the macro, we'll never get the micro of difference.
But, Justin, everyone is different. No two people are completely alike. And I would wager to say that there have never been any two people that are exactly alike. This notion goes beyond mere common sense. So, what are you talking about?
And that's why I've known in our society that we have done what I've called, we have a lot of people who have great head knowledge about diversity, but very few people who have a heart knowledge about diversity.
Think with your heart, not with your head. Well, it sounds great for a charitable organization, Justin, but I'm not sure it's the best way to approach the rigors of real business.
And so I want to do in these 5 videos, I want to do a heart exchange.
Please tell me you're not dealing in black market human organs, Justin, because that's bad.
I want to move from head to heart because honestly, when was the last time that you knew or heard somebody that just changed their whole outlook on life because they heard a statistic? Like 66% of people changed because of this, and they're like, well, I'm going to change because of that statistic. Like, that doesn't happen.
I don't know, Justin. A lot of people's lives were set up for change when they believed the statistics that Hillary Clinton was a sure thing. Oh, and don't get me started on the whole 1 in 5 victims of sexual assault on campus nonsense. Those stats are believed and changed a lot of lives.
But normally what we have happen is when people hear stories, when we engage in real life people, when we understand each other better, is when we begin to truly embrace everyday difference.
Listening to stories, huh? Justin, I have a professor over in Indiana that I think would love to meet you.
I travel around the country. I mean, I speak about 55, 70 times a year, all across the country in all these places. And I have been convinced that most people don't believe in diversity. No, not at all. Most people believe in what I call DiversiME.
Oh, Justin, thank you. Thank you. I love it. I love it. You just gave me the title for this video. You really are an inspirational speaker.
It's the difference that's about me is the only thing that has value. And ladies and gentlemen, if your difference is the only thing that has value, that's not called diversity. That's called selfishness.
If my difference is the only thing that has value, what do you mean difference? Difference from what? I mean, if there's something unique or special about me that I think has value, like, oh, I don't know, a mechanical aptitude that I employ to fix cars, then I'm being selfish if I look for that difference in other people when it comes to hiring for my auto repair garage. Geez, yeah, that does sound selfish. I should make sure not to hire anyone who shares my relevant skills or interests. Whew. Thanks, Justin.
Now, what I'm not saying your difference doesn't have value.
No, you just said my difference makes me selfish.
Not at all. I'm not saying you shouldn't stand up and fight for the rights of your difference. No, I'm saying you should do that. What I'm saying is if this is the only thing that has value to me, to you.
I'm glad you corrected yourself. I wonder what your difference is.
Then we've lost out on what it really means to fight for everyday difference. And that, my friends, is how we embrace everyday diversity. Now, there's one thing that I want us to think about because I believe that all of us desire and aspire to be leaders. I don't believe leaders are born. I believe that leaders are bred.
Leadership skills have a basis in biology? Well, I'm with you on that one.
And one of the things that I say wholeheartedly, and I believe this to be true, is that good leaders, even just regular good human beings, they do this. They seek to be more interested than interesting.
Uh-huh. Well, in the broad strokes, I suppose I can agree with that. I would rather have a person leading the way who is attentive and possesses curiosity over a showboater. Okay, Justin, you have my attention.
So as you're embracing everyday diversity in the rest of these videos, I want you to seek to be more interested in others than just trying to impress others with who you are. Now, let's begin and dive into embracing everyday diversity.
Well, Justin, at least you finished on a high note. I can't say that I disagree with that sentiment. And I might take a look at your other videos, but I'm not sure I'm interested. Though I do hope my viewers found this interesting. As always, thank you for watching.